Ringing up Christopher Browell. Social worker from Talib.
This is the Vodafone voicemail service for 07762471196. Please leave a message after the tone. When you finish recording, please hang up or press the hash key for more options.
Yes, hello, Mr. Browell. It's Mr. Hussein here. Once again, leaving yourself another daily message. Today is Wednesday, the 26th of February, 2025. You've kidnapped my brother from my care since the 8th of August. Since the 8th of August 2023, it's now been 569 days that you are unlawfully detaining my brother in a care home of your choosing for your benefit, to facilitate your best interest, while you go around telling everybody you're a city of culture, benevolent and benign, when the reality is you're malicious, cruel and vindictive. I've gone over this so many times, it's like a broken record, but I'll continue to ring up because I'm continuing to charge you £1 million a day now as a local authority, and that's the only thing I can do, is charge you for your villainy and evil actions. But what you can do is you can use that money that you've got to buy off the judges and the judiciary and the courts and everybody else to silence me. But ultimately what will happen is that all the people are going to realize that what you're doing is pure evil and is vindictive and cruel, and people will come to realize that why are we paying for a local authority that's going around murdering us? And that's the bottom line, isn't it? Bradford Council, Social Services, Mr. Browell. I mean, do you remember that whole incident with Winston Williams? That's when I realized that you was involved in his care, and highlight that to you that he killed himself. And recently, I think a couple of days ago, somebody else at Kirkgate Market has killed themselves. No doubt another member of the city mental health team who's being failed. It'll be interesting to know and learn that if he was no doubt I believe he was part of the city mental health team, and your failures have resulted in a person killing themselves, just like Vincent Williams was killed in 2012. It's all the same, isn't it? It's all, no, I don't think it was 20, I think it's 2021 Vincent Williams killed himself, and you've put my brother forcibly, denying him access to his own family. You know, we as a family offer him emotional support. You can't offer him emotional support. The month of Ramadan is coming up, and we as a family have religious obligations. You're not respecting our religious belief system. You've just bunged him in there in a care home of your choosing. You're getting him to feed on takeaway food. You're medicating that he doesn't need medication. You're denying him his basic human rights. You're forcibly putting him into a care home and going to kill him off and harvest his organs. Everybody knows this. This is exactly what you did with my older brother. You killed him off and harvested his organs because you're so desperate for organs and making money. And here we are once again, in this situation where you're refusing to engage with us. It's been 569 days. I can do this for a lifetime. You're going to end up killing him. I've told you over and over again that you can't detain my brother in this manner. There's cost associated with it. My brothers are my trust fund beneficiary. I am responsible for him. I'm his nearest relative, guardian, protector, the greatest stakeholder in his health and welfare. But you people just simply don't care. You're like, we don't care. You're just gone mad, desperate for money and greed and maintaining your public image. Your public image that you utilized to call yourself a city of culture and got £15 million from the central government. This is what you've done. You've just simply collected and colluded and conspired with everybody to maintain your image. Your image, which is an artificial contrivance, socially engineered artificial contrivance, has more validity and value than human life now. And not only will you torture me and my family and my brother, you will quite happily murder, kill and mayhem just to maintain your public persona and facade, an image, a falsified image that you're creating, that you are doing what you're supposed to be doing to justify your expenses and justify your own pay packages, while you sit at home in your comfort comfy little ivory towers while my brother is suffering, while I am suffering, while my sister in Oldham is suffering because we can't have any contact with each other, so you can pervade over this. What happened last time when you did this? You got the High Court judges and justices involved, Mr. Justice Cobb and Mr. Justice Cohen, to make me and my brother Talib effectively, well, we were homeless because you've taken over my care home, and then within 338 days you tortured and murdered my mother. Where's the accountability for that? You simply just say, well, I'm just going to ignore you and not give any accountability, because you cannot be held accountable as a local authority. You are a rogue local authority that are accountable to no one, not even the government. You do as you please. You kill and murder and mayhem, and you continue to put forward the perception and image that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're not. You're ending people's lives. Why am I suffering? Why is my brother suffering? Oh, because Mr. Hussein, you committed fraud against your brother and we sent you to jail. You know the real reason is because you were failing to audit the money that you were giving out. These were your failures, systemic failures. You can't even do your jobs properly, and you were exploiting my labor in order to fulfill your duty of care. What do you think my labor is for? Nothing, is it? My labor is £1 million a day right now, and I'll backdate it for every single day that you have been exploiting me in order to achieve your objectives and the image, so you can continue to collect money from council tax, so you can continue to collect money from the government, saying that you're dealing with the elderly and the disabled, when the reality is that you're just simply exploiting my labor and exploiting my rights and my brother's rights and exploiting our human rights, so you can continue this fascist dictatorship role of yours to continue to hurt, harm, alarm and distress us. And
15 seconds recording time remaining.
Okay, Mr. Browell, I've got 15 minutes left. I'll continue to call you. The month of Ramadan is coming up. This is the second Ramadan that my brother's not going to be in my care. You have no right to detain him like this on a religious basis. He has a right to see his brother, myself, my sister. We are his family, not his estranged siblings like Adalat and Shaida and our estranged niece Shagufta.
Your recording time has expired. To leave your message, press 1. To review message sent.
Yeah, they work with our estranged relatives, Shagufta, Wasim, Tasveer, Nazim's children that they've got to work with them. They work with Adalat and Shaider and Shagufta and everybody else, saying, oh, this is Talib's family now. The Talib's family come and visit him. No, they don't. They're not his family. They're estranged relatives. They're estranged siblings. They're not part of the family. They have neither does Shaider, Adalat, Shagufta, Wasim, Tasveer have any kind of emotional investment or are a stakeholder in my brother's health and welfare. They're just got their own lives to live. They may be related by blood once upon a time, but they're not. They are not stakeholders in my brother's health and welfare. I'm the greatest stakeholder. I've given over my whole life. He's my family. My sister's a stakeholder in his welfare. We're ringing up every single day to the care home only to be having the phone slammed on us, humiliated and degraded in this manner because the council can get away with murder, and they're all colluding and conspiring to achieve this. Completely ridiculous.